Da, 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 da. It is another Team Tuesday, and what a Team Tuesday this is going to be. Hey, Andrea, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you ladies?
Fantastic. Krista, what's up?
I'm excited to talk to Andrea. She's one of my, okay, I'm not going to say it. I love all
of when you're talking to you right now.
He's my favorite that I'm talking to right now. And so the reason I say that is because Andrea's life and her job role before Shoot Like a Girl is kind of like what I wanted to do before I made other decisions in life. And so she had a career. I was like, oh, I wanted to do something like that. So I guess I'm kind of enamored with her previous life, which is why I feel that way.
Yeah. Well, it was a lot of happy accidents along the way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we will find out about that hopefully. But Andrea, welcome. What we're going to do is just ask you a couple questions and see so that our followers can get to know you. So Great. You are one of our team leads, firstly, and a firearms instructor. How did you begin your firearms journey?
It's kind of a crazy story. I did not grow up with guns. I did not grow up with hunting. The very first time I was exposed to firearms was with my then boyfriend, now ex-husband, who was in law enforcement. And so we would go shooting as kind of a date thing. And he introduced me to the shooting sports. And I think I started out on a revolver and realized that it was something that I was actually kind of good at, right? Maybe he was a good teacher, but I picked it up quickly and picked it up well. And then over the years after that, any opportunity I had to shoot, I would go to the range. You know, if I was dating somebody that liked to shoot, we would go, but it was very sporadic. And then when I retired from my last career and came home to be near my parents, that was something that my parents and I liked to do, was go to the range and shoot. And that's kind of how it picked up. And then I had more time on my hands to kind of pursue that a little bit more deeply.
That's exciting. It mimics a lot of stories we have on our team, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't know I would like it. It was just something I wanted to do because I would be with him. And then it became something that, I was good at. And surprising because I hadn't been exposed to it before.
Yeah, that's incredible. So we found you and you joined our team. And
that's kind of a funny story too, if you want to hear that too.
I do want to hear it, unless it has to do with Krista.
No, it has to do with you, actually.
Oh, yay, me!
My sister and brother-in-law, I think I had just retired and moved back to the area, and they were, they're on motorcycles, so they like to take trips, Sunday afternoon trips, and they ended up at a Bass Pro where the truck was, and they went through the experience with you, Karen, and came home and told me about the experience. And I started following Shoot Like a Girl on Facebook, and over, a few years went by, and then I saw the call for the instructors, and that's how I ended up here.
Yeah. So Karen gets that one. So we've had this quiet competition going on about, did either one of us have any impact or connection with the teammates as they've come onto this journey? Because we do have some that we've either known in our other lives, previous lives, or, had a connection with. We have a lot of teammates that we didn't know at all. We met through that call to instructor. But Karen can officially get that one. She's going to be ahead of the game. Right.
This is not a quiet competition.
Well, I know, and we've come to discover that, Krista and I have mutual friends along the way too, that we had never put that together before.
Doesn't count.
We'll give this to Karen. We'll let her have it.
It's definitely Karen.
On the company for 18 years. She's going to win this unofficial, not quiet contest.
I don't know. You've brought quite a few people on, so I don't know. It's going to be close. So, Andrea, why don't you tell us what it's like for you to be on the team? So you heard about it, you were following us. What is it like for you now to be a team lead at the events?
Becoming a team lead was a little just a little bit anxiety ridden, but I've overcome that. And team lead is just, in my opinion, and in my experience, it's just making sure everything goes well. I mean, everybody on the team knows what they're doing. I'm just there to make sure that any of the loops that are open get closed. So I anybody that I work with, I'm happy to have them on the team, and everything
It's such a great crew, right?
Everything always goes smoothly without any hiccups. So what am I doing?
Always.
Yeah. So,
Right.
well, what's an experience for you with one of our guests? Like, why don't you talk about what it's like for you to interact with one of our guests, any of our guests, or all of our guests?
When I first started with Shoot Like a Girl, I was pretty new to the instructor world. I had only been doing it maybe a year or so. And shooting altogether was still relatively new for me, so I didn't know what to expect. But I love talking to the people who are reluctant to walk up to the truck. And I see their faces and I want to engage. And so it's kind of what I look forward to doing mostly, is to engage with the people who are apprehensive because they don't know what we're doing, or they've had experiences in their lives where they didn't want to pursue the firearms or touching them or being around them. And there have been two ladies, I don't know where I was, and of course I don't know their names, but two ladies stand out in my mind where they were not coming in. And I talked to them and I said a couple of times, I said, just come in and watch, just come in and take a look. You don't have to do anything. You can leave whenever you want. Just come in and give it a chance. And they would come in. Both of them did the same thing. They came in and they looked, and I said, do you want to try it? And they both said, yeah, I think I do. And
yeah.
Right. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. And one of them, she left the trailer and she came back and hugged me and said, I'm so glad you talked me into doing that.
Yeah. It just took a little encouragement.
It does, and some people are just, they don't have the confidence to kind of step out of that moment, right? To realize that it is something they can do.
Right. Well, Andrea, I don't want to put you on the spot and you don't have to answer this, but since Krista brought it up, I normally would ask you what you do in your spare time, but Krista brought up your previous life. Would you mind sharing with people
just a generality?
Just
No, I'd be happy to. I was in my early 20s when I joined the Air Force, after a series of very unfortunate decisions. Before that, I felt like the Air Force, the military, was the way I needed to go. I had no focus. I had no plan. So I called my mom one day and I said, hey, Mom, I think I want to go in the Air Force. And she said, that's a great idea. So it's kind of how it happened. And
wow.
So I joined the Air Force, and I did 12 years active and 8 years reserves, and retired from there. But kind of a note, what I love to do in my spare time is travel. So when the Air Force was over, I wasn't done traveling. I thought, how can I continue to see the world, and work and get paid to do that? So I went to the State Department and I was a diplomat for a couple of places and worked in Washington for the State Department for a few years and retired from there in 2016. So lots of really cool experiences and seen a lot of the world. And I don't regret a moment of those decisions. It's just been a really wonderful life.
Yeah. Those are things books are made of. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just love the other cultures. I've seen so many other parts of the world, and the food and the scenery and the people. And yeah, this world is made up of some really great experiences and great people out there.
What's your favorite food of everything that you've had the opportunity to try? Like,
It's so funny you asked me that. I love Turkish food. And I had a gentleman in my class just a few weeks ago who is here from Turkey. And I asked him, can you get Turkish food in this area? And he said, yes, you can. So he told me where I can go to get Turkish food.
Oh, fun. All right.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the challenge for everybody.
Okay.
Challenge for you to write in the comments what your favorite food is. Like, what's your favorite type of cuisine?
Yeah.
So I'd have to think about mine because I like so many different.
I mean,
what?
American style tacos or frozen pizza.
That's
right
you?
On my list. Yes.
No.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's not many foods out there I don't like.
Yeah, same. My very, very favorite food is escargot, and there's a funny story about that. Is my stepdad tried to convince me to eat escargot, and he told me what it was, and he's sitting there giving me a hard time because I was like, I'm not trying that. And so finally I tried it, and it was delicious. Yeah. And then every restaurant he took me to, I was ordering escargot, which is normally the most expensive thing on the menu. He's like, I can't believe I introduced you to this.
Yeah.
That's life. So, Andrea, what do you do in your free time outside of travel? What are you doing now to stay busy when you're not with us?
Well, I tend to be busy a lot. I'm rarely home, it seems like. And I kind of joke, but it's actually true. I do have 5 jobs. So I retired just so I could, take on more work. But these don't feel like jobs. And I'm pretty happy when I have to get out of the house and go do something. So I work at a gun store. So I help ladies that come into the store and they're looking for guns. All the guys at the store call me over to help them pick out some tools for them to carry. I have my own training business, so that keeps me pretty busy. And then my other fun job that has nothing to do with this arena is I pour wine. So I work in a local winery here and pour wine a couple of days a week. And I meet a lot of people from out of town. Our little town is a big tourist spot. So a lot of folks come in from out of town and they stop in and have wine, and I get to chat with people from all over.
That is so much fun.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, guns and wine,
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time, for sure. Not at the same time.
Don't drink and shoot. Yeah.
Well, Andrea, I just want to tell you how appreciative we are of everything you do for SLG2 Inc. and that experience that you give our guests, and that you do have a unique talent of being able to encourage them to step inside when they're dead set against it. And just the way you communicate with them doesn't make them feel pressured. It makes them feel like they have an opportunity of a lifetime, which is really what we deliver everywhere we go. Please watch our schedule for those that are following shootlikeagirl.com/events. We'll throw it in the comments. But Andrea, it is lovely to see you. Christy, you got anything you want to add?
No, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah, it is good, right? It's just, we love talking to everybody. And for our followers out there, Andrea is one of 48 team members now, I think it is, something like that.
We have a little more than that. So we're in the low 50s right now, 54
teammates. And you're all very different, but you're all very similar. And what's the most important common denominator is that you all care about our guests and giving them a great experience. And we just really thank you for that. We hope that if you haven't met Andrea in person, you stop by the trailer, you might get a chance to meet her. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. It's a privilege to work for Shoot Like a Girl. And I'm just thrilled that I found this opportunity. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right, everybody. You have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you next week on Team Tuesday.
Comment with your food.
Oh, food.